Hello, everyone. Welcome to Divine Conversations. My name is Eric. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're new to the channel, welcome. It's very nice to meet you. And if you're returning, what's up, squad? So, the long-awaited twin flame reading. I haven't done a twin flame reading in over a month. I want to say around 2 months now. Oh gosh, no, it's long. It's been longer than that. I think I haven't really done a twin flame reading since January, and it is now April. Holy moly. I personally needed a break from them. I wanted to take a break. Number one, I was feeling like the messages were becoming a little bit stale. It wasn't really bringing anything new, especially with all the other options that I had put out. Like I started doing morning coffee and all that stuff. If you're new to my channel, and if you're just finding me through this reading, go ahead and check out the rest of my page, the rest of my channel. I do daily readings. I call them morning coffee, and they're excellent. They're really, really great. I really like doing them. People are really getting a lot of good stuff out of them, so you might want to check them out. But in morning coffee, over the last 2 weeks, there have been soulmate situations coming out quite heavily. First of all, I have my window wide open, so there's going to be a good amount of noise from the street. If it becomes too much, I'll close the window. But it's an absolutely gorgeous day here in the city, in New York City. It's been a beautifully gorgeous weekend, so I want to let the fresh air in. But anyway, so that's, if it gets too much, I'll close the window. But for now, I want to leave it open. Anyway, in morning coffee over the last 2 weeks, soulmate situations have been coming out. And if you know me, if you've been following me for a while, you know that I don't do love readings the way many other readers on YouTube do them. Number one, there are tons of people doing it. So I figure, why not you guys go to them, check them out. They're excellent. Me personally, I like to focus more on spiritual growth, ascension, expansion, just, general mind expansion, blah, 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 giving people different points of view to understand things better, whatnot, whatever. But those soulmate situations were coming through hard body. And eventually, Spirit kind of led me back into doing a twin flame reading. And so after this past week, I agreed. I said, okay, fine, I'll do it. So here we are. Now, if you're new to my channel, welcome. But I do twin flame readings a little differently. First of all, what I do is a mirror reading, and that's what I'm going to be doing here. I have 2 decks. One is the Tarot Apocalypsis, and the other is the Tarot Illuminati. Okay, they are sister decks to each other, and so because of that, I use them together. They're made by the same author, illustrator. Of course, I can't remember that person's name now. But I use the Apocalypsis deck to represent the divine masculine energies, and I use the Illuminati deck to represent the divine feminine energies. And no, we're not talking Illuminati that conspiracy thing. Illuminati is Italian for illumination. All right, so chill. Oh no, baby crying. I might have to close the window because of that. Anyway, so what I'm going to be doing here for this reading, I'm going to be directing this reading in the guise of guidance, okay? This is not spying, all right? Ladies and gentlemen, we are not spying here. You may be able to get an understanding of what might be going on with your counterpart, whether it be divine masculine or divine feminine. But ultimately, the goal for this reading right now is to bring us some guidance in how to handle what may be going on in your life right now. I do feel like the twin flame energies are getting really strong at this point. So we need some guidance, all right? Also, you can look at this as a mirror image of the divine masculine and divine feminine energies within you, because we all have them, even though some of us resonate more with one side than the other. Like for me, I resonate more with the divine feminine energies than the divine masculine, but I do have divine masculine energies and I do work with them quite often, and I have been working on balancing them. So you can... Okay, yeah, I'm going to have to close the window now. You can look at this as the image or the mirroring between your divine masculine and divine feminine energies within. This is really unfortunate. I really don't want to have to be closing my window right now. But that poor baby was crying and it was going to be distracting, so I was not going to let that happen. Okay, what else? I apologize if this is a little bit of a long intro, but I do want to make sure I set the intention. Everybody understands what we're going for here. So I'm going to be doing this mirror reading. I do close the mirror reading with a relationship spread from the Animal Spirit Oracle deck. And then I also, good Lord, you can still hear the baby crying. Oh gosh, I'm sorry guys. And then I'm going to close the reading also with the Lightworker Oracle, okay? So I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. Okay guys, so without further ado, let's just get to it. I am going to switch the camera around so that you guys can see the cards. Yes, 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 yes. All right. So everybody settle in. Take a deep breath. Let's all take a moment to connect. I'm going to take a moment and drink some water because I'm super thirsty. And I am not sponsored by Essentia, but man, they are freaking awesome. I love this water. Love it so much. All right, guys. Let's get into this. Settle in. Everyone take a deep breath. Just connect. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, just take a moment to just settle and relax for a moment. Now, if you're driving, I don't recommend that, but whatever you're doing, just take a moment to just breathe, connect with your heart, your soul, your inner reality. Oh, one thing I do want to say, I don't know if any of you watch Rich Lopp. I've been watching him a lot lately. He's really awesome. But he just released a video that's really awesome explaining kind of what the twin flame situation is. It's not what we all think, all right? I would recommend you check that out. It's called Twin Flames, Karma, and like something else. But I've said it a million times. I'm sure many of you have heard me say it before, but go ahead and watch that video because it's a really great perspective. And I would say it myself, but I don't want to waste any more time. I just want to get to the reading. So here we go. And that's Rich Lopp, L-O-P-P, yeah? All right, here we go, guys. Hi, Spirit. Please make me a clear channel for the Twin Flame Collective at this time. Please bring forward the best messages to serve the highest good of all involved. Please give us an accurate representation of the energies of the Divine Masculine, represented by the deck on the left, and the Divine Feminine, represented by the deck on the right. And please show us how they are mirroring each other as both twin flames and as individuals. And please give us any guidance, advice that you have for us to help us through these moments of our lives right now. Thank you so much, Spirit. All right, I'm going to open my window again because it is hot as the blazes. But also, there was something else I wanted to say here. And now I don't remember. But that's all right. We're going to start by shuffling the energies of the Divine Masculine here. Divine Masculine. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay. All right, well. That didn't work so well. Let's try this again. Divine Masculine. What's going on with the Divine Masculine? And any advice that you have for them, please, Spirit. For us, really. I mean, it's not just for your counterpart. It's not just for you if you resonate more with the masculine than the feminine. This is for all of us because we all have masculine and feminine energies within. All right, one more shuffle for the Divine Masculine. Okay. right, and we'll cut the deck. Boop. Alrighty, Divine Masculine, your energies are set. We'll put you right here. Divine Feminine. What's going on for the Divine Feminine energies right now? And any advice you have for us, please. Thank you so much, Spirit. Divine Feminine energies. All right, one more shuffle, and then we'll get started, guys. All right. And anyone that would like to timestamp, go right ahead. Boop. Reading starting at 10:44. Ooh, 1:44, 10:44. All right, y'all, here we go. Divine Feminine, overall energy. We've got the Ace of Cups. This is beautiful. This is really, really beautiful. So what this feels like is for the Divine Feminine Collective, many of us or you or whatever, and even if you're a Divine Masculine and you're getting centered in your centered space, 1111, and you're working with your Divine Feminine energies. This is what's helping you. It was helping influence you into this space of the Ace of Cups. What does the Ace of Cups represent? Well, it represents self-love, divine love. They're saying divine union. Now, this is absolutely 100% the union within, okay? And for many of us in the Divine Feminine Collective that resonate with the Divine Feminine energies more than the masculine, we really have been working on our heart centers. We really have been working on loving ourselves enough to respect ourselves enough to kind of walk away from the situation. And it's really not out of hate or malice that we're walking away. It's literally because of this self-love here, that we're moving on with our lives. We're doing what makes us happy. We're following our passion. We're giving ourselves the unconditional love we would want another to give us. And in some cases, all right, that is leading you to a divine partnership that is in greater alignment with you. That doesn't necessarily have to mean your divine counterpart, okay? This Ace of Cups could absolutely mean that there could be someone coming forward to give you a little bit of love, meeting someone new, something like that. But ultimately, the biggest message here of this Ace of Cups is the divine union within, the union of yourself, the love that you're showing yourself. Yes? The Hermit. Yeah, Divine Feminine. The Hermit is talking about walking your own path, walking on your own. A lot of energies of going within, okay? And that's what's influencing this Ace of Cups energy to come forward as well. Going within, finding your light, shining your light, walking your own path. For many of you Divine Feminines, you have gotten to the point where you're like, it's obvious I'm gonna have to do this on my own, so go ahead. You do what you're going to do. You live your life. Have fun. Have a great time. I hope you get everything that you want. Me, personally, I'm going to do this on my own just because I need to. I'm not going to. It's a necessity, Spirit is saying. I'm not going to wait for you. So, there you go. And the Four of Wands. All right, Divine Feminine with, oh shit, the Two of Cups. All right. So, what does this mean? First of all, Four of Wands is a union card. Yes, it does represent union. It represents marriage. It represents home and family life. It's all that good stuff. Now, this combination here between the Ace of Cups, the Hermit, and the Four of Wands, this is absolutely talking about the Divine Feminine going within, loving herself, him or herself. It doesn't matter. I'm going to use the pronouns of him or her, but it doesn't mean gender. It's just the energy that I'm talking about, okay? Just to be clear. But going within, loving herself, finding her own light, finding the energy to love herself, clearing away the muck and the grossness and the cobwebs so that she can allow more of this divine love to flow within, all right? And that brings a new sense of union. This is absolutely a solid union within Divine Feminine. This is great. There you go. Two of Cups is a divine union. Now, this isn't the lovers, but it is a union of, I'd like to see this as the union between the masculine and the feminine energies within, all right? And that is absolutely bringing someone into your life that will be able to mirror that for you, whether it is your divine masculine or whether it's someone else that is in greater alignment with you. One of the common misconceptions about the twin flame journey and the twin flame situation is that you are destined to end up in a relationship or together with your counterpart in the external. That is a common misconception. This journey is challenging. It is hard as fuck, y'all, all right? So the chances that you will actually be together with this other person are fairly slim because of all of the purging and the healing and the triggering that happens during this situation. Again, I absolutely recommend that you guys watch Rich Lopp's video on twin flames, karma, and there was something else in that title, but he says it all very, very well. Now, this doesn't mean it's impossible. This doesn't mean that you're absolutely, like there's no chance that you'll be with this person. It's just, it's a big hurdle to get over, all right? So this could mean a union with someone new, or it could mean a union with your counterpart. It doesn't matter. And what Spirit would really, okay, all right. First of all, Spirit wants me to move on, but also they would really like me to point out that it's not beneficial for you to get hung up on that one person. So you're really better off just letting go and going within. But you see, most of you have done this already because this is the energy that you're in right now. So that's beautiful. All right, Divine Feminine, moving forward. The first set of surrounding energies for you, we have, hey now, the Six of Wands. This is awesome, Divine Feminine. I mean, you guys have you've really been doing the work. You've really been working on yourself, honing your skills, finding your path, walking in truth, walking in light. And here you go. You're being super successful about it. This also feels like a lot of confidence, but it also feels like humble confidence, okay? It really does. It just feels like you're very proud of yourself because you know exactly what you've gone through. You know exactly what you've overcome. All of the challenges, the turmoil that you've dealt with over this, we'll say last year and a half to 2 years maybe, even though many of you have been on this journey for quite some time, it's been really heavy. It's got really heavy, like around 2017. And up until now, you know, it's been a real challenge. But you've done well. You've come out of it on top. No matter what the external really looks like, internally, you know that you've done your work. With the Hermit here, you've done your work, you've found your light, you're shining your light, you're walking your path, you're walking your talk, and you just feel confident, like you've accomplished something, and that's beautiful. The Six of Wands is coupled, it's coupled with the Tower. Now, don't freak out. This is not a Tower moment that's coming. What this is saying is, this is where your sense of accomplishment is really coming from. Handling your Tower moment, really overcoming, like handling it like a fucking boss. I'm not even gonna lie, Divine Feminine. Like, you really ripped that shit a new one. And congratulations, good for you, because let me tell you, it was not easy. It really was not easy, okay? Yes, Divine Feminine, that is awesome. Second set of surrounding energies for you, we have, yeah, look at that, the Ten of Swords. Okay, that's great. It's starting to get loud on the street again. Anyway, Ten of Swords, hold on. Hey. All right, we got to close the window again. But the Ten of Swords is talking about how you really overcome the battle. And what this feels like is you kind of really being done with the turmoil. Like, it's gotten to the point where, especially with this Ace of Cups energy, everything that you've been through, Divine Feminine, absolutely was designed by yourself, in essence, in order for you to learn to love yourself on a greater scale, and to learn to not allow yourself to be backstabbed. You know, you finally really kind of learned the lesson, I guess you could say, here with the Ten of Swords. And now you can put all of this behind you. You know what I mean? You can go move on with your life feeling much better, and clear of any sort of energies that would narcissistic Spirit is saying, that would try to hold you back, steal your energy, steal your shine, that kind of thing. Ten of Swords is coupled with, look at you, Divine Feminine, the Chariot. I mean, yes, you're literally, I I almost see this as you kind of like peeling out, you know what I mean? Like tires screeching, like flying on down the road. I'm free, like just being free. Um, Also, it's just that, all of the stuff that you've learned here, or all the things that you've been through here with this Ten of Swords energy, has really helped you become that much more balanced, okay? The Chariot, yes, is a very fast moving energy, but it's also an energy of balance, all right? Bringing your sense of duality into balance in order for you to move forward towards what it is you truly desire, what it is your heart is really asking for or really wanting, what you're wanting to experience in your life. For some of you, there is in the collective here, there is an energy of sorry, how do I put this into words? There's an energy of having a firmer handle on the art of manifestation here, okay? And that absolutely was designed by yourself. We chose to take on this twin flame journey, twin flame situation. For the most part, it feels like to really put an end to a lot of the karmic cycles that we've been dealing with, to help others put an end to karmic cycles that they're dealing with, by teaching others, by living our example. But this kind of really does feel like a crash course in, or like even like you could say a last ditch effort in breaking free of the karmic cycles that we have experienced over many, many lifetimes. And it really looks like, that would be what this Tower energy is. That would be what this Ten of Swords energy is. Yo, Divine Feminine, y'all blew this shit out of the freaking water, man. Good for you. Congratulations. And I'm not going to say it's over. It definitely is not over. Why? You're still here on this planet. We're going to be dealing with this twin flame situation for the entirety of our lives in this manifestation. It does kind of pain me to say that, but we signed up for it. All right. So you can't really gripe too much. You can. Spirit's saying, well, yeah, you can. Okay, yeah, you can, but you're just wasting your energy at that point, okay? Your challenge, Divine Feminine. The Knight of Wands. Okay. Now, there is a little bit of a hasty energy. You know what this feels like, super confident, super exuberant, and just wanting to move forward quickly. Now, that was kind of the problem in the past, wasn't it? Moving too fast. But this I honestly don't feel like you're trying to move too fast. Many of you have very, very much learned that lesson over the course of these circumstances. It's just that there's this excitement to move forward. There's this excitement to experience new things, to manifest the new in your life. But now also the challenge here, because the Knight of Wands to me is also the spiritual warrior card. Excuse me. It's also the spiritual warrior card. It's the light worker card. So you still have, you're still challenged with being a twin flame for the rest of your life. But you're also challenged with the job of a light worker, okay? Helping to anchor this new form of love and this higher form of love and this higher vibration onto the earth and teaching others through it. That's also what this Hermit card represents here. This is a lifelong journey, guys. It's not going to end anytime soon. You know what I mean? The Knight of Wands is coupled with, hey now, the Queen of Pentacles. Excuse me. Okay, what this really feels like, you guys, is not only like grounding this light worker energy with the Knight of the Wands and the Queen of Pentacles, but it also, it feels like being this feels like in relation to your divine masculine, the actual counterpart in the physical world and the external, being, I guess, a source of grounding for them as well. Because here's the thing: the Queen of Pentacles is a very loving, very caring, very, very compassionate energy. She, to me, represents the mother type energy of the queens. Okay, and at the same time, she's very stern. You know, she's very persistent. She can be a hard ass, but she also understands the hardships of life and what it takes to really come down here into this three-dimensional world and learn the lessons. So she's not an energy that's going to turn her back on you too easily, okay? And I feel like the challenge here is being that rock, that stable source of grounding and an example for the divine masculine. Now, the other challenge here is not turning your back. I do not wish to tell you what to do, okay? It is your journey. But you see, the thing about it is, once the Queen of Pentacles recognizes that she's been taken advantage of, that her kindness has been taken for weakness, whatnot, whatever, she will turn her back on you. And it is a hard challenge for her to get her to turn back around. Okay, so this feels like a challenge for the divine feminine. Yes, being grounded, stable, secure, and maintaining your light, okay, for the divine masculine, but also for the masses. But this also feels like a challenge for the divine masculine or anyone else that comes in contact with the Queen of Pentacles, all right? She will love you. She will nurture you. She will be there for you. You are kin to her. You are her family, whatnot, whatever. But when you do her wrong, you're not going to like it, okay? So the challenge is to understand that, the divine feminine is here to help. She's very loving, she's very caring, she's very compassionate, but she's not going to put up with your bullshit, okay? The Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords, in my opinion, are like best friends. Only the fact that the Queen of Pentacles has more emotional tolerance than the Queen of Swords, all right? And I'm not going to lie. What the divine feminine has gone through over the course of this experience is what has led her to really be this well-grounded, well-manifested, motherly, compassionate, but like serious energy. Like she knows how to good time. I'm sorry, she knows how to have a good time, but don't play with her. Because you won't like the result. All right. Okay, the closing message or potential outcome here for the divine feminine energies, we have the Hierophant. Interesting. Okay. Teaching. Because the Hierophant can represent teaching and learning. And I see this for the divine feminine as being an energy of teaching. And that's really what we've been talking about here, for the most part. Being a source, definitely being a source of energy or of knowledge, information, teaching people through what you've been through in life, and just living in all honesty, you're doing this by living your example, walking your talk, For some of you, this could mean marriage, especially with the Two of Cups that's underneath the deck, the Ace of Cups, the Four of Wands. I am picking up an energy of some sort of either commitment or marriage for you guys in the near future is what I'm picking up on. All right? The Hierophant is coupled with, there you go, the Six of Pentacles. This is absolutely about giving back. Okay? Taking what you've learned, taking what you've experienced, and helping others through that. That's beautiful, divine feminine. And this absolutely feels like, mission work and whatnot, and many of you have been doing that already. I'm also picking up on the law of cause and effect here with the Hierophant and the Six of Pentacles. So whatever you've been giving out, you will be receiving in kind. That's what I'm seeing here, especially with this Six of Pentacles energy. This almost feels like a cross between judgment and justice in the fact that, you're being rewarded, repaid for the hard work that you've done, and also on top of that, how you may have been helping others through your light work and all that stuff. Okay, that's the biggest message that I'm getting from this Hierophant and the Six of Pentacles, receiving that which you have put out. Like being repaid for all your hard work and effort. That's really beautiful. Congratulations, Divine Feminine. That really feels amazing. All right, so now we get into the Divine Masculine energies here, and we're starting you off, Divine Masculine, with the Nine of Swords. All right. Anxiety, sleepless nights, fear, worry, regret, sorrow, nightmares. Okay, Nine of Pentacles. And you know what this feels like, honestly, for the Divine Masculine? This really feels like one of the first things I picked up on with this Nine of Pentacles was you've worked so hard for this, all of this independence, right? And being your own person and blah, 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 but what has it gotten you? Nine of Swords. There's an energy for some of you, it feels like you kind of regret being this bachelor type energy in a sense. It's not giving you what you thought it would. Yeah, that's icky. Seven of Pentacles. You see? Reaping what you've sown, number one. But number two, learning through contrast, okay? So you're at a point where, and it makes perfect sense because you have two nines so far. So the nines are endings, yes? From the 9, you go to the 10, which is the completion. And I will say that you're really only a few steps behind the Divine Feminine energies. I'm not going to lie, because the Divine Feminine has the 10 of Swords. We'll see if you get the 10 of Swords as well, Divine Masculine. But that was actually one of the first things I picked up on. Also, you're not too far behind the Divine Feminine. It really does feel like you're kind of where the Divine Feminine was a little over a year ago, we'll say, okay? But with the Seven of Pentacles here, number one, you are realizing that you're reaping what you've sown. For some of you, you want this independence here with the Nine of Pentacles, but you don't quite know how to get it with this Nine of Swords, or it's stressing you out because you want it. But the biggest thing that I'm getting here is that for many of you, you are very much single, independent, whatnot, whatever. You're not with your Divine Feminine. You're not in communication with your Divine Feminine, and you're kind of freaking out about it a little bit, like you're really restless about it. I just feel like what this feels like to me is many of you have alienated yourselves from your Divine Feminine, and so especially with the Seven of Pentacles energy here, you're kind of learning a really hard lesson right now in reaping what you've sown, and this probably was through trying to control everything. But then you have here the Page of Pentacles. So the Page of Pentacles has really been talking about a brand new start. I just heard a new lease on life. The Page of Pentacles has been talking about reaching a new level, leveling up, trying to get your footing. And in this case, Divine Masculine, what this feels like is this is more mental. It's like you're coming to a greater understanding of why things have turned out the way they have, why or what your involvement may have been in it, even though that might be difficult for you to understand right now. That's kind of the energies that you're in, okay? I am hearing turning over a new leaf. And that's absolutely influenced by this Seven of Pentacles energy. The Seven of Pentacles is a harvest time, right? So in this case, you are learning about your harvest. What are you harvesting here? What do you like about it? What don't you like about it? And preparing for the next one, the next harvest, by planting seeds and like maybe even figuring out a plan on how to water them or care for them so that you feel or that you get a better harvest in the future. Very much learning through contrast. Yes? Okay. Let's see here. First set of surrounding energies for you, Divine Masculine, you have, okay, here you go, the King of Wands. You have been showing up a lot as the King of Wands. Now, to be quite honest, you are represented, in my opinion, and in opinions of other readers out there. You are, as the divine masculine in the physical form, you are represented by the King of Wands. So here you are showing up in your reading, and I just feel like there is definitely an energy of you growing up, which was the last. Which was the title of the weekend edition, actually, of Morning Coffee for this weekend, the weekend of the 12th through the 14th. This just feels feels very mature, or at least you're coming to a greater sense of maturity here. All right, as the King of Wands. Yeah, King of Wands is coupled with, the Eight of Swords. You know what is so funny? And I just remembered this, but I guess I was today, sometime earlier today, I was preparing for the reading, and I was like, I wonder if the Eight of Swords is going to come out for the Divine Masculine. Well, here you go, Divine Masculine. You're feeling trapped. For some of you, this is a situation in which you are recognizing the twin flame situation. You're recognizing the twin flame journey. You are waking up in a sense, and you're feeling trapped. Now, I actually, in all honesty, I thought the Eight of Swords was actually, I know I just said if it was going to come out for the Divine Masculine, but I also was like, I really feel like it might come out for the Divine Feminine, but no, instead it's coming out for the Divine Masculine. I thought it was going to come out for the Divine Feminine because, there are still some energies of feeling trapped in this situation. But it's looking like the Divine Feminine has really broken free. And I'm not saying, she's exempt from the twin flame journey moving forward. That is in no way is that the case. But she's really kind of freed herself from the sort of imprisonment energy that I guess now the Divine Masculine is feeling. But also, this is kind of speaking to the maturity that I was picking up on, that you're kind of ascending into Divine Masculine, because this Eight of Swords energy is also helping you recognize the actions that you've taken, or how you're reaping what you've sown here, which is also in turn helping you mature. And that's a big part of this journey. I mean, so you're on the right path, you're experiencing the right things, you're doing the right thing, Divine Masculine, all right? Second set of surrounding energies for you, we have, the Lovers. Choice, a big old choice. But what this really feels like here is the divine union happening within you, okay? You're really starting to get into that. You're really starting to feel the energies of divine union. Many of you do need to make a choice between your counterpart in the Divine Feminine, if you still have that option. I'm not going to say that the option is completely 100% gone at any moment, but some of us really are not in communication at all, and many of the Divine Feminines have in fact moved on. But for those of you that may still be in somewhat of contact with your Divine Feminine or whatnot, you do have a choice to make in staying with a karmic partner, or staying in a karmic circumstance, or being or a situation, or being with your Divine Feminine. The choice is yours, is what I just heard, and that's absolutely true. But also the choice really could just be honoring yourself, or continuing to honor the desires of others. That kind of leaves you out in the cold a bit, you know what I mean? And we are experiencing a bit of mirroring here with the Two of Cups and the Lovers. The Two of Cups, in my opinion, is the minor arcana version of the Lovers. Now, the Divine Feminine has worked her way towards receiving love and affection, receiving some sort of union with a counterpart that is in alignment with her, because she started within and now it's radiating out. For the Divine Masculine, now looks like you're finally going within to start dealing with this inner sense of union, okay? The Lovers is coupled with, the King of Cups. Yeah. Oh yeah. Talk about emotional responsibility here, guys. Woo! The Divine Masculine really looks to be maturing, and that's beautiful. That's really, really beautiful. Congratulations, Divine Masculine. With the Lovers and the King of Cups here, I really feel like there has been a change of heart in terms of how you handle love. Now, the King of Cups can be a very emotionally manipulative energy. But here, this feels like really maturing, becoming emotionally responsible, and aligning and just treating love and the circumstances surrounding love with greater respect. That's what I'm really getting here with this King of Cups. Now, many of you recognize that there's too much damage between you and your divine feminine or your counterpart or whatnot. So in turn, that has really helped to shake you and wake you into how some situations may have really been extremely toxic. And so part of what's helping push you to this maturity is understanding your involvement in the situation, not really blaming the divine feminine all the time anymore and taking responsibility, but also recognizing that things are just too far gone between you and the counterpart. But that's okay. I mean, it's okay, all right? Your challenge, Divine Masculine, we have the Two of Swords. You're still feeling a little indecisive here. Your challenge is making a move, figuring out what move to make. For some of you, this is, do I reach out to my divine feminine or not? That is entirely up to you, Divine Masculine. Two of Swords is coupled with the Ten of Cups. Oof. For some of you, this is a situation you're like, holy shit, what do I do now? I just heard my divine counterpart is gone. They're with someone else, don't want to speak to me. What do I do? How do I get? Oh, wow. Yeah, you see, and this, I was trying to pick up this Ten of Cups, but it brought the Seven of Pentacles with it. How do I get this now? You reap what you've sown. But that's all part of the lesson. This is not happening so that, you can be humiliated. It's part of the journey. It's part of the lessons that we came here to learn. You have to make a move now, Divine Masculine. The ball is in your court. And just because your divine counterpart may have gone off with someone else and they've moved on with their lives and they're going in a completely different direction, blah, 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 whatnot, whatever, it does not mean that you can't still have a happily ever after with this Ten of Cups energy, all right? But you have to make a decision as to what you want to do, what direction you want to go in, okay? Your closing message or potential outcome here for the Divine Masculine energies, you have the World. That's beautiful. Closing out of a major overarching cycle. So there you go. There's the completion we were looking for here. It's not in the Ten of Swords, although we still have one more card, but I doubt it's going to come out. It's not in the Ten of Swords, but it's in the spiritual realms, the overarching energies, the major cycles of one's life, of your life. This is a major cycle that is now coming to a close. And it makes perfect sense because other than the Two of Cups and the Lovers here, there is no mirroring between the Divine Masculine or the Divine Feminine. Well, maybe I'm speaking too soon. The World is coupled with, nope, not speaking too soon, but the Star. All right, there's healing at place here now. It's Divine Masculine's turn to heal at this point. All right, you really are reaching a new level here with the Page of Pentacles, Divine Masculine. It's all coming to a close. It's all coming to a head here. Wish fulfillment also. See, that was, okay, you really do feel, divine masculine, it really does feel like you're like a few steps behind the divine feminine in terms of the spiritual progression on this journey, because many of the divine feminines had to get over the energies of feeling like they were never going to have their wish fulfillment if they weren't with their counterpart. And that's just not the case. It's just not true. Okay? So now it's the divine masculine's turn to understand that you can, in fact, have this happily ever after, even though the situation is wrapping up between you and your counterpart in the physical realms. Now, for those of you who are still in somewhat of a contact with your counterpart, what this means is the closing of the old, the closing out of the old toxic, narcissistic, codependent cycle. That doesn't mean that you're not going to be able to, that you won't be able to move on with your counterpart, okay? Everybody's situation is different. But for the most part, many people have moved on at this point, right? So, take it as it resonates for you guys. This is a general reading, okay? So whether it's with your divine counterpart or not, it doesn't matter. All right, the old overarching cycle is in fact closing out. Okay, guys, let's move forward. We've got the animal spirit guides here. I'm going to pull the relationship spread, and then we're going to close with the Lightworker Oracle. One more shuffle here. All right. Representing the energies of the divine masculine, we have Whale. Okay, wow. That is, whoa. That's awesome. That is really awesome. Okay, for the divine feminine. Shark. Ouch. For the shadow dynamic of the relationship. Scorpion. Oof. And the illuminated dynamic. Two. Owl and gazelle. Yes. Yes, indeed. All right, guys. Let's get into the book. Starting with Whale for the divine masculine. I love that. Honestly, I really love that the divine feminine got shark. Because it really is an energy of not one to be fucked with. And that's really what the Queen of Pentacles energy says too. You know what I mean? Okay. Whale. Desire to delve deeper. Profound peace, ancient wisdom. The whale represents profound emotional health and stability. Whale personalities are not afraid of emotional expression or traversing difficult terrain, as they have overcome many challenges in their lives. These experiences have enriched them, given them the stability, strength, and a depth that is rare. Whale energy is usually linked to the feminine forces of compassion and communication. We can depend on whale personalities when all else seems lost, and trust them to be a beacon in our darkest hour. This really just feels like the divine masculine is getting ready, is cultivating the energies of diving deeper emotionally, okay? Which is represented here as the King of Cups. Especially with the lovers, all right? That's beautiful. When in balance, whale is calm, steady, and deeply compassionate. When out of balance, whale is heavy and slips into the old story. To bring into balance, one must practice regular self-care. For the divine feminine, we've got shark. Woo! Baby shark. No, this would be mama shark. Mama shark. Mama shark. Sorry, guys. Okay. Shark. Directness. Exposure. Revealing true nature and desire. The shark is only dangerous when we don't acknowledge it. This card indicates that something big needs to be exposed. It's lurking in the depths and creating tension. Shark energy takes over us when we are hesitant to be honest, to be totally, quote, ourselves, or to say what we really want. It may be tempting to continue pretending nothing is wrong, but when shark energy is at play, we feel its presence encircling us. Okay, before I move any further, this is really what shark energy feels like for me right now, for the divine feminine energies. There are some of you out there that feel like you need to go back to your divine counterpart, to your divine masculine. Yes, the divine masculine absolutely is evolving, is maturing, is waking up, is changing, is shifting, okay? But if you have gotten to the point, divine feminine, where you don't resonate with that individual any longer, or you have already moved forward in your life and are becoming very happy and content, you are manifesting exactly what it is you want, you do not have to feel obligated to go back to that or to go back to your divine counterpart. You really just don't. That is absolutely your choice. And there is something that I say quite often, and it reigns true here. There is absolutely no such thing as right or wrong. There is only experience and perception. So you are not wrong for saying, I want to stick with the life that I've built for myself so far. Especially if it's making you happy. If it's not a toxic situation, it's balanced, it's in alignment with who you are and what you want out of life. If you are in alignment with yourself and you don't want to destroy any of that just because now the divine masculine energies are starting to get it and are starting to wake up, you don't have to. Okay? Okay. When in balance, shark energy is intriguing, captivating, and mysterious. When out of balance, shark is sneaky and destructive. To bring into balance, one just needs to practice honesty. Just be honest. Just be honest. Okay, divine feminine? And you really have no trouble with that. You've been honest for quite some time now. I just heard it's time to let go and be free. Be free, divine feminine. Okay. For the shadow dynamic of the relationship here, we have Scorpion. Passionate, competitive, tends towards isolation. The Scorpion is a passionate and determined creature. Their career is very important to them, as are a few select friends. Sometimes the Scorpion's heat festers and they focus on an unresolved event from the past, usually a situation where they were left feeling burned. The Scorpion card says it's time to come clean about your feelings so everyone can heal and you can get back to your usual fiery but fun self. When in balance, Scorpion is wild and free and fierce. When out of balance, Scorpion is jealous, resentful, and feels or is unresolved. To bring into balance, one needs to practice honesty and forgiveness. There are two cards already of honesty between Shark and Scorpion. So, Divine Feminine, there are definitely some areas that you still feel the burn from. Divine Masculine, you are starting to feel the burn very, very much. Be honest with yourselves. Be honest with each other. If you have the opportunity to discuss this with each other, I'm picking up specifically, if you can't discuss it with your counterpart, write it out. But be as honest as you possibly can. Just write it out. Get it out, okay? But then also forgiveness. Practice not only forgiving your counterpart, but most importantly, work on forgiving yourself. Like I'm resonating with this Scorpion card so much. And like today, even as I was going about my day this morning and preparing to do this reading, I had been thrown back into a lot of the old energies that I dealt with, we'll say this time last year. And I really needed to work on forgiving myself for the situation, for what I had done, for what the other person and even other people had done. Like it wasn't just one person involved here. It was a group of people that were involved. You know what I mean? So yeah, Honesty and forgiveness. Be honest with yourself, but also forgive yourself. And that honesty really could mean you saying, look, this is not all your fault. Okay? You don't have to bear the brunt of everything. Really, all relationships, whether it's a romantic relationship, a friendship, a family relationship, a business relationship, all relationships are two-way streets, okay? All right. Now, for the illuminated dynamic, we have Gazelle and Owl. I'm going to start with Gazelle because we are already in the fire element here, and then we'll move to Owl. Gazelle, heightened awareness and ability, vulnerable. The gazelle represents supreme grace. With every move, this awe-inspiring beauty emits sophistication and elegance. Gazelle personalities are often hyper-aware of their surroundings, bordering on hyper-vigilant. And this can inhibit them from enjoying the beauty they've spent so much effort cultivating. No more worrying about all those predators out there in the wild. When this card appears, it's time to get back to the present moment. Sit down, find your breath, and acknowledge the bounty that surrounds you. Let it nourish your gentle spirit. Absolutely. This makes so much sense because many of us have really come very, very far. And we all, both divine masculine and divine feminine, we need to take some time to just breathe, relax, and see how far we've come. You know, no matter where you are on the journey, it's just a matter of seeing how far you've come and allowing yourself to feel good about that. You know what I mean? Absolutely. Okay, and then finally we have Owl. Owl is actually a really beautiful card and a beautiful message too. Owl, abundance, clairvoyant, treasures. The owl is a mysterious and otherworldly creature found in folklore from east to west. The white owl in this particular deck is the companion of the goddess Lakshmi and represents wealth, beauty, and good fortune. When the owl card appears, it's an omen that a boon or treasure is on the way, either in spiritual or material form. With owl wisdom on your side, you'll, quote, see and, quote, know exactly what to do with this boon, how it can further serve your dharma and bring abundance to the world. Trust that the wellspring of treasures is infinite. When in balance, owl is generous, trusting, and secure. When out of balance, owl suffers from money quarrels and scarcity. To bring into balance, one must make an offering. That's a really beautiful message here. Okay, guys, we're going to close the reading with one card from the Lightworker Oracle. Whoa! I'm dropping cards everywhere, y'all. Ugh. Okay. All right. Let's see what we got here. For the collective. Here we go. Divine masculine, divine feminine, twin flame, collective. Closing message here, please, Spirit. For the twin flame collective. One more shuffle. All right, guys, here we go. Best message, please, Spirit. Closing mess. Oh, geez. Oh, wow. That's 3. Huh. We're going to take them, though. Okay. We got card number 42, fifth ray of intellectual knowledge. Card number 15, grounding. And card number 43, sixth ray of devotion. Okay. Let's start with card 15. Oh, wow, grounding. And then we'll go to 42 and 43. I literally just opened right to it. Grounding. You long for the free and open worlds of spirit and light, yet you also yearn to experience the healing power and divine joy of sacred sound and living color. You are meant to bring joy, beauty, and comfort to this world, to share the spiritual light. To do so, you need grounding. Your dreams want you just as much as you want them. Grounding helps you bring your dreams to life in your world for the benefit of many. So this is definitely the energy that was coming through in the Divine Feminine section with the Queen of Pentacles, because the Queen of Pentacles is a very, very grounding force. Like, she's very helpful when it comes to grounding, okay? And especially for the divine masculine who is really going through a strong awakening right now, and is really, infusing, pulling a lot more light into their lives. Grounding is absolutely essential, okay, for that, for you to really kind of like survive that, right? Okay. Not that, I mean, you're going to survive it. It's just what will help you, divine masculine, is just to stay as grounded as possible. Stay in nature, meditate as often as you can, just to clear your mind even, Yeah. Okay. Card number 42, fifth ray of intellectual knowledge. The fifth ray of intellectual knowledge has come to you as a spiritual gift. You are being given the ability to find information you need, understand systems that impact your life, and find clarity in any issue that has seemed unclear or overwhelming. You shall sort the truth from the lies and learn what you need to learn. The Archangel Raphael now assists you in integrating the blessings of the fifth ray. Beautiful. And this really does look like a card speaking to enlightenment, being filled with light and being able to recognize the negativity that's around. Yeah. That is excellent. And finally, we have card number 43, sixth ray of devotion. The sixth ray of devotion bestows the qualities of persistence, unwavering focus, and intensity of feeling. It is a gift of the strength to move mountains with your will for what you love. When the sixth ray of devotion appears, you are being given guidance that even if you do not seem to have much worldly power right now, the power of your beliefs can conquer obstacles. The Archangel Uriel helps you receive the blessing of the sixth ray now. There you have it, guys. Wow. Okay. So there it is. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I hope that was helpful. A lot is changing. A lot is shifting. We're really coming into a brand new period. And I really kind of want to say anything can happen, All right, guys. So that's it. I hope you have a great week. Thank you so much for tuning in. I look forward to connecting with you guys again. I'm not sure when I'm going to be doing another twin flame reading, but it's going to happen eventually, right? But I look forward to connecting with you again over the week. Yes, I hope you have a fantastic weekend. And I will see you in the morning tomorrow for morning coffee. Yeah? Take care. Mwah. Bye.